One thing that I don't know if we are giving much appreciation to, we appreciate Jesus for what he's done for us. We appreciate him for all the things that he's ever provided for us, including what he did on the cross. He died for our sins, the sins that we didn't even commit yet. We're forever thankful for that. But one of the things that, after reading this particular passage in the Bible, which I'm going to get into in a couple moments, is the fact that Jesus was so smooth and so accurate with his responses to people that were trying to trap him in certain situations. I'm reading from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 19, where it talks about divorce and marriage. I'm starting at verse number 3, and I'm going to read all the way down to, I guess I'm going to go ahead and read down to verse 9. So right here, and I'm coming from the New Living Translation, NLT. So if you're reading other versions, please just follow along with me. Some Pharisees came and tried to trap him with this question: should a man be allowed to divorce his wife for any reason? Haven't you read the scriptures? Jesus replied. They record that from the beginning God made them male and female. And he said, this explains why a man leaves his father and mother and is joined to his wife, and the two are united into one. Since they are no longer two but one, let no one separate them, for God has joined them together. Then why did Moses say a man could merely write an official letter of divorce and send her away, they asked. Jesus replied, Moses permitted divorce as a concession to your hard-hearted wickedness, but it was not what God had originally intended. And I tell you this, a man who divorces his wife and marries another commits adultery unless his wife has been unfaithful. Ooh, that's a lot. That is so much in that right there that I could just put a pin in it right there. It came from Matthew 19, verses 3 through 9. The Pharisees were the religious leaders at the time, and what they tried to do in that moment, they tried to trap Jesus by saying, well, should a man divorce his wife, or could a man divorce his wife? God is taking them back to what the original design of marriage was. Male and female were created. If we go back to Genesis chapter 1, God created man in his image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female. He created them. So when God created Adam, Eve was already in him. Eve was already in mind. God had already designed that he's going to have male and female. They're going to come together and be one flesh, which is through sexual intercourse. And then they're going to be fruitful and multiply. The Pharisees was trying to get him off track by saying, well, Moses wrote this letter of divorce. The reason that Moses was permitted for that, and exactly what the word says there, is that it was because people were so wicked that there had to be a way out of these ungodly unions, out of these situations that they never wanted to be in. But a lot of the times we try to look at the end before we get into the beginning. We try to look for, hey, maybe I shouldn't be in this situation, or, I need to find a way out because I may feel trapped unless I get an out. If we're entering situations, and we can take this down the relationship lane, if we're getting into relationships, and I know it's holiday time, we're getting into relationships already looking for a way out. Why are we getting into these relationships? The Pharisees was questioning the end when God took them back to the beginning. If we're questioning why we're doing what we're doing in our lives right now, and we're already looking for options of how to escape, then it sounds like we're trapped. Only people that are trapped or things that are trapped look for a way of escape. I'm going to say that again. Only things that are trapped look for a way of escape. And so right now, you may feel like you're trapped in a situation. You may feel like, I really messed up this time. I don't even see my way out of it. God is a God of rescue. But we don't always have to put him to the task of rescuing us. We have to be more proactive in the way that we're pursuing situations in our lives and seeking wise counsel, seeking people that, hey, they've been down this road before. Hey, somebody told me about a story that was similar to what I feel like I'm going through, or I feel like I want to enter. Let me see how they got through this situation. But always pray before you go to people for for advice or for information, because the world is full of experts, but not everyone knows what they're talking about. We always want to be mindful of the people that we keep around us, because as much as we don't believe this, but it's scripturally proven, and it's in the scriptures, that bad company corrupts good behavior. So we always have to be mindful of that as well. We have to be mindful of the people that we keep around us. And if we feel as though a situation isn't right for us, chances are it probably isn't. We always have to go back to the original design for what God has for our lives. He created male and female to come together and to procreate, to continually bring forth other men and women, to be able to tell them and educate them about him and be able to develop a relationship with him. But if we're continually looking for ways out before we even get in, or if we're in a situation and we're looking for a way out, it's time to get out. And it's not too late to get out today.